Alright, welcome to the first episode of Day Ticket Carping in January 2014. I'm at Iden fishery on the Spessy Lake. Turned up about half an hour ago, and I've been walking around the lake since. It's just started to rain, but it does look good. So I think I'm going to set up around the back of the island. No one ever goes around here, it's too far. Standard day ticket carping. So I'm going to get the gear round and then I'll show you what's going on. I've just got round to the swim, barrowed all the gear around. As you can see, it's still on the barrow. Just a little tip. What you never see day ticket anglers do is turn up and do that. I've just cast 2 rods out where I think the fish might be this morning. I've just laid them on the floor. I don't see the point in turning up and getting all the house set up, getting all your bed chairs set up, all your rods set up, putting a load of bait in. You've got 36 hours, well I have anyway, to try and catch a fish. You're not here to camp. So yeah, I've just put 2 solid bags out, just tight to the island. I know it's caught fish, so I've just done that. But yeah, the gear's still all on the barrow, so all I've got to do if I see fish down the other end, because I haven't actually seen a fish yet, so I've just gone on instinct. But if I see fish down the other end or around the corner or somewhere I can't get to them, then all I've got to do is wind the rods in, wheel the barrow down, and I'm there. So just something to think about when you turn up at a lake. Don't plan where you're going to fish, and don't set everything up first either. If you're on fish, then fair enough, but if you haven't seen anything like I haven't, it's worth a go. So I'm going to give it a couple of hours and see how it goes. As you can see, I've now moved. Barrow's there. Just got 1 rod out. I've just seen a mint looking winterised coloured common, probably about, I don't know, just over £20. It boshed out once, and I heard it and I looked over and I see it come out the second time. So I've wound the rods in, wheeled the barrow around, and I'm on it within a minute. I've just flicked 1 rod out over the top of it, and hopefully it wants a bit of bait. Got a tiny little PVA bag on it, so it don't get masked up on any leaves or anything like that. But that just shows the importance of not turning up. If I'd set all the house up and everything like that, I wouldn't have been able to move around onto that. So hopefully it shouldn't be too long. Right, I've I've got everything set up now. Nothing happened after casting towards that fish, so I decided I want to get round to this bank, get everything set up, ready for the night. It's only about 12 o'clock, but I want everything perfect before it gets dark. So I put a little bit of bait where I saw the fish crash, because I can't ignore that. That'd be stupid to ignore that. And then the other two, I've got one out towards the island and one just down to my right hand margin. I haven't seen anything else show. It's a little bit flat, to be honest. It's 3:30 in the morning and I've just landed an absolute zoo creature off a spot where I saw the fish roll earlier in the day. I haven't weighed it yet, but it looks about 28-29 pound. It's absolutely pissing it down, so I've put it in the retainer sling, and I'll show you that in the morning. What an absolute beast. Half 3 in the morning to a drop back take. 28-14, powerful mirror carp. Get in, off the spot where I saw the fish roll yesterday morning. What an absolute chunk. I've just put that fish back. 28-14, a big powerful mirror carp, all in its winter colours. Look, awesome fish. The biggest one I've had from this lake. I think it's the 3rd or 4th biggest in the lake. That's a bit of a result, especially in January. I've only done 4 nights on this lake since I've been fishing it, for 3 bites, 1 lost, a 21 common and that 28 mirror. So it's not an easy lake at all, especially not in the winter. Nowhere's easy in the winter, but that's a great result. I'm debating whether to pack up and go home. Everything's drenched, rained all last night, so I'm just going to dry everything out. The sun's up this morning, so hopefully I'll get to dry everything out. But it just shows the importance of when I turned up yesterday, not setting everything up. I waited and waited until I saw a fish, gave away position A. I tried stalking it and that didn't work, but it still gave me a position of where the fish might be. So I trickled a bit of bait in, come around to the opposite bank and cast over to the bank that I saw the fish crash on. And it took about 10 hours and it was away. So it's one of the most important things. Look for fish, look for signs of fish. Don't just sit where you think they're going to be, especially at this time of year, because they don't move around much. So I caught it on a little hook bait over some hemp, small little particles. There's you can't use boilies on these lakes, so you've got to adapt to what you use. And it's cost me 15 quid, probably a £5 in fuel to get here. That's 15 quid for 24 hours for 3 rods. And to catch fish like that, you can't complain, to be honest. So I'm going to get everything sorted out load the car, and go and have a nice warm shower because I'm really wet and cold. So I'll speak to you probably in the next film, which will be maybe next weekend or the weekend after. So hopefully the luck will continue. I say luck, I worked hard to get that bike, so failure is not an option.